Hi everyone. For this example, we're going to be completing a one sample t-test in SPSS. We're going to be working through the same example that you can see in Appendix A5 of the Francis and Garing textbook, and we're going to be using the hours of work dataset. So the question that we're trying to answer is, we know that in the census in 2001 that on average adult Australian males worked 38.6 hours per week. We now have this more recent sample data set which has recorded the average hours of work. We want to test whether there has been a change in the average hours worked based on the sample. So in order to do our one sample t-test, we click on Analyze, we go down to Compare Means, and we select the one sample t-test. The variable that we are interested in is the hours of work, so we drag or we use the arrow. And then in the test value box, we need to type in the value that we are testing against. So we are testing against the value of 38.6 hours per week, which we had from the census data. So it's really important we enter the correct test value into this box, otherwise SPSS is going to give us incorrect p-values and we're going to come to incorrect conclusions. So I hit OK, and I get my t-test output. In the first box, we've got our sample size, n is 116. The mean for our sample is 39.6 hours, so we can see that that sample mean is a little bit higher, and we're interested in whether that is a statistically significant difference. Coming down to our second box, we have our t-value, 2.45, which is going to be important for writing a report. We have our degrees of freedom, 115. Third box along, where it says SIG, that's our p-value. And so our p-value is what tells us whether we believe a difference to be significant. Anytime we're looking at this, we want to see whether the p-value is smaller than 0.05. So this p-value, 0.016, is definitely smaller than 0.05, so that's telling me that there is a statistically significant difference. So on average, Australian adult males are now working longer. At the end here, we have our 95% confidence interval for the difference. So this tells me how big the change has been. So as well as saying we believe that these males are working longer, the confidence interval is telling me by how much. So 0.197 to 0.185, it's saying that we believe that adult males are now working between 0.197 and 1.85 hours per week longer than what they were in 2001.